Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Gemini, March 9, 2022. Transits encourage an excellent flow of cooperation and communications today. A kind gesture or contact from a friend or acquaintance can figure strongly. You're in fine form for letting go of those things that have weighed you down or attitudes that keep you stuck in the past. There could be insights into a professional or personal interest out of the blue. A Sun-Uranus transit encourages interacting with your world a little differently. You might draw upon experience and wisdom to solve a problem likely related to your career or reputation. Instincts for making changes and improvements are excellent, but because we're a day behind a new moon, it's best to wait to implement them. With your curious planetary ruler, Mercury, transiting through revolutionary Aquarius and your exotic ninth house of adventure, expansion, and belief systems, chances are that you're eager to learn something that piques your interest, even if that requires you to step outside of your comfort zone. Luna will be glimmering through this area of your chart, which means you're also more prone to experiencing restlessness, explaining the insatiable F.O.M.O. you're feeling at this time. Who's the catch? Whether it be a sexy foreigner abroad or someone you're DMing with from a distance, you're being called to embrace the unconventionality of it all and trust the process. Consider an alternative path. Now that the moon has left stoic Capricorn for unconventional Aquarius, your mind begins to wander with excitement about the future of your career path. Quirky Luna is inspiring you to take your career in a unique direction, likely dotted with innovative mentors and atypical learning opportunities. If this seems like something you are willing to consider, use the lunar energy to emotionally invest in the off-the-beaten career path. Start researching opportunities far and wide that could be aligned with what you are seeking. As Venus and Mars, the planets of money and passion, work to make their final days in your financial sector count, they are bringing Pluto, the planet of change and revolution, into the fold. This is the start of the first ever triple alignment of the planets of money, war, and revolution in your financial sector in our lifetime, and with it a chance to fight to take your financial power back. You have some serious business to attend to now, so treat it right. You're usually more in line with quickly jotted notes than carefully planned lists, but make an exception this time. Things are moving too quickly. When the planets are in harmony, you can expect to feel psychically in tune with what is most important to you. You can sense how important it is for you to exercise before you do anything else. When you get your excess energy out at the gym or in a challenging yoga session, for example, you are more likely to say what you mean and mean what you say when you are with your friends. Pay attention. If you've been considering implementing some better planning or organizational habits into your daily life, this day is a good time to start. Focusing on a set pattern can be challenging for you, however, it is not impossible. By incorporating a sounder regimen into your lifestyle, you will find that you are more productive and satisfied. Don't hesitate to ask for some advice from those you admire in this regard, and be sure to commit your plans to paper. This helps solidify your intentions. Knowing that his return to your career sector tomorrow will not only bring a chance to become more mentally focused professionally, but to focus more on the when, where, and how. Both sides of life's fence are urging you to hold back. The Sun, now in his last 12 days in your career sector, is urging you to keep your mind and your options open, while at the same time Mercury is working to make the most of his last full day in an adventurous part of your chart. As the Moon returns for its first visit to Gemini since Venus and Mars return to an adventurous part of your chart over the weekend, will get your attention from the start. A friendly aspect to both, while the planets of love and passion are still aligned with, give a mix of romance, passion, and adventure a boost while providing a taste of things to come. Your tarot reading for today. The Moon, Death, and Temperance. The cards drawn here indicate a change in your personal life, which could happen in March. The idea of a transition is dominant, between a rather negative period and a positive period. You have obviously been in a rather difficult period for several weeks, and the cycle will reverse soon, This is the meaning of the message that is found here. The difficulties you have experienced have strengthened you and will pay off in the end. Indeed, both financially and professionally, it hasn't always been easy, and despite the concessions that you have made, you are still waiting for results, and you get the impression that it is never going to end. And rightly so. Many times you thought you had reached the end of the tunnel, and at the last moment there was more bad news which pushed the end away again. You see this as an injustice and don't understand why fate is treating you like this. This time might be the good one. The figure on the third card is the symbol of the light coming back to you. In other words, luck is turning and putting itself on your side. This luck is not related to chance, but to the end of a cycle and the renewal of things. Your destiny is now entering a new phase where you will find yourself on paths of happiness and where the negative won't be following you around anymore. Congratulations, a new life starts tomorrow. Our eyes in the sky. Keep a journal to make sure that you're on track with your dreams. Creating a vision board can help. Noting what you want to change will be useful, but you might not be able to achieve everything on your list. You could feel a little stuck in life at the moment because every step you take forward is followed by a big step backward. Don't allow yourself to be anxious over your lack of flow. You'll start running soon. Just move at your own pace. You need to feel the love. Intimacy takes time, but it's worth the energy getting to know someone you care about. Worries melt away, and we become more oriented to our creative impulses, dreams, and fantasies. Our artistic and spiritual senses are especially potent over the next 2 days, and will fare better with activities that prize imagination over accuracy. If possible, make time for rest, relaxation, and meditation this afternoon. After nightfall, the Pisces Sun sextiles Uranus in Taurus, offering surprises. This transit amplifies the unique personality traits that we ordinarily attempt to cloak or obscure to appear professional or to fit in. Yet who has determined these rules for professionalism? What dictates have we been following that have taught us that conformity is good and ingenuity is problematic? During this aspect, we are hit with a stroke of genius, or experience a serendipitous encounter. A grand plan begins to materialize in our minds, hinting that playing by the rules is actually blocking us from receiving the best of what life has to offer. Follow intuitive hunches and make gambles to align yourself with Kismet. Use feelings of excitement, enthusiasm, and inspiration as a barometer to determine whether you are on the right track. Most of all, sidestep interactions with those who downplay the truth that, at any instant, we have the power to change our lives by changing our minds.